Alright, so the X-Men 97 reactions, they continue with the episode 6, and even though we are still not fully recovered, especially from the last episode and its cliffhanger, and this is Life Death Part 2, so I'm going to give this my first time watch and give you guys my thoughts after, and also a shout out to Prepper for having me out here, and also subscribe and hit that notification button to get notified when future vids, and when the next reaction for the next episode is up here on the channel. But now, let's get into this episode. Here we go.
To us, regardless of your stance on recent world events, the images you are about to see may be disturbing.
Oh my god.
Aye, droids, fire away from the gardens. Save as many as you can. We shall not live our days.
From the last episode, I am still not fully recovered.
The name's Gabby. Remember it.
Sugar, I can't feel you.
Oh my god.
Is this death?
Oh my god. Is this like different music this time? Yep. The intro, baby. Yes. Oh man, I've always loved the theme. Oh, I think that was Cable. That was Cable. Yeah, I think Cable is definitely going to be more involved with this, especially in the last episode, right? Alright, let's see what we got here. Life Death Part 2. Whoa.
Stay where you are! Hands up!
Surrender.
Whoa.
Perish.
Stand free! This pigeon shall not
Oh my god. It's so cool.
intelligence.
I think that was Ronan?
Victory for the Imperial Guard!
Okay, this is very, very cool.
Be honored to fall at my feet, Ronan, for you shall be memorialized as the corpse upon which I pose.
To no one.
Thank you, Gladiator. Ronan, dear,
Oh, that's the gladiator.
all you need to do
A million pardons, Your Highness.
is you dare interrupt my glorious moment.
The Empress.
Oh, joy.
Oh my god.
My dearest sister is always of utmost priority.
Whoa.
1 year ago, we offered the skills of our mighty healers to a Terran man on the verge of death.
Okay.
This man helped spare the entire universe from the madness of my brother Deken, as well as the galactic hunger of the Phoenix. And now, in his greatest feat
So
yet,
even with these people, why they were on that ship?
our empire shall welcome a new emperor.
Oh.
Professor Charles Xavier.
What? Oh my gosh. What the...
Glory of the Imperium!
Oh my gosh. What just happened?
I pray our act of performative jingoism erased any concerns over my heritage.
Oh my gosh, I thought he was in a coma. I mean, from the animated series, I thought like he was gonna die.
You wish to return to your children, don't you?
Merely visit, see their faces.
Yet, families often mimic black holes. Visit and risk being stuck in its ever-spiraling.
Oh my gosh.
This is especially true with your students.
So I think this confirms that he is not dead?
Invite them to the wedding, unless you fear they'll think you've abandoned them. You've earned a life of your own, Charles, and I need you. Once we crush the Kree, an educator such as you can teach them our ways. Do as you did on Earth. Play the role of the peacemaker.
Wasn't aware my X-Men and I were playing make-believe.
Oh, Professor X is doing stuff for them? Oh my gosh. since now that he's the Emperor?
As my subjects would never love the woman beneath the armor, not like you do. Never pretend with me.
Will you at least consider Earth?
I will. But I remind you, Charles, the virtue of a teacher lies in showing their students how to walk on their own.
True, but only if he is sure there are no more lessons he can teach them.
Oh.
You must drink.
He's a liar. Traitor.
He was trying to help me.
A tawdry romance of guilt and shame. How many have suffered his...
Your bite is a sort of
Oh my
demonic
God.
infection.
But that wound on his shoulder though, like that must have hurt.
I can fix you. Forge made his bed. Let him die in it.
All lives deserve saving, even his.
Oh.
You go for help, but there is no pill for my poison.
Well, they are attacked by a creature.
Look the other way. Watch. Get used to it. You're not an X-Man anymore. Well, where did that get you? Kissing the hand that beats you?
Oh my god.
You fear living. As you said to Jean, I have wondered what it would be like to be human. It is a tempting daydream.
I was so tired.
Sought refuge with this monotone family.
Enough.
Oh my god.
Me out.
Look at your family. Who you follow. I was wrong. Forge didn't rob you.
Oh my god.
Already renounced them.
Is this like a shapeshifter or something like that? Or
Turned your back on these paths long ago.
Lord of Chaos,
yeah, it probably is.
weaver of lies. I tear your thread and break your loom. Depart to the desert, demon.
Wow, Forge and his powers are so cool.
Mom practiced desert magic. Some of it sunk in, despite my best efforts.
Shoulder.
You need a better bedside face, Doc.
Its bite is magical. Perhaps your mother's book holds an answer.
She wrote about a cacti. It's aloe is powerful magic medicine. I can show you the way.
Tell me where to go.
I don't want to be alone.
Then we ride together, my love.
That's right, ride together.
The Empress Lilandra Niramani and her royal consort.
Whoa.
Your man.
So this is where Professor X was.
Your Majesty, I have known you since you were but a hatchling and wish only for your happiness. But given our war with the Kree and how it's divided even we Shi'ar, is a royal wedding.
Gladiator and his guard fill my ears with news of coming victory.
Oh.
Some yearn for the stable comfort of what is familiar, for sameness.
Araki sugars his words, my sister.
Wow, so we are pretty much learning all about them.
A union with the Terran would bind the Shi'ar into alliance with his inferior homeworld.
Your Empress and I decide alliances, as well as which world we call home.
Chandelar is our throne.
Of course, Lord Chancellor. I merely meant...
Spoke the quiet part out loud. Xavier would see his milky...
Oh.
Our new throne world.
You are twisting my words.
High Council, for the sake of the Empire.
Okay, do those people respect him?
Not any mere test, Terran. A challenge of my own choosing.
Then choose.
To ensure we are protected from your Terran ties, you must renounce Earth and erase all memory of your life there.
What?
Charles is a formidable psychic. His mind will not be easily scrubbed.
You're gonna wipe his mind? Oh my god.
You, dear sister, must be the one to do it.
What, wipe his memories of him and his X-Men and all that he taught?
Shara and Key 3. our highest gods.
Once enemies, then forced to marry to bring harmony to the universe. Here I thought the Shi'ar looked down on art as a sign of insanity and deviance.
But the union of Shara and Kithri is at the core of our principles, to bind various cultures into one for the sake of galactic peace and harmony.
How Rudyard Kipling of you.
I do not know this Kipling. A Terran?
Yes, one possessed of many burdens, none real, much like your myth. For the sake of the whole.
Idealism is also a sign of insanity.
This is interesting.
A very old and very dear friend on Earth who would agree with you. His name is Magnus, and I wish to remember him.
You've made your decision.
Forgive me.
Do you love me, Charles?
A silly question. Even you know Deathbird's challenge goes too far.
On Earth, you fought tirelessly to be tolerated and were nearly killed for it. Why remember? Why not let go? Start anew. If you refuse, they won't let us be together. Not unless I forfeit my throne, which is exactly Deathbird's design. Imagine the chaos.
Oh, so for the set on the throne, the Deathbird. Oh.
You saved my life. Gave me a home, a new future. Your devotion is beyond measure. Perhaps it is time to show you mine.
Oh my gosh. So far, this is such a good episode.
Union forces stored weapons here during the Civil War.
Those wars exterminated your people. Why let them build such a thing into the very foundations of your land?
And they said that they were here to help. Sort of like how I came to you. Oh, I'm so sorry, Aurora, for deceiving you, for drawing the adversary.
No matter how many I saved, my mutant gifts inspired twice as much hate and humanity. In a way, your machine failing is a blessing. I am better this way.
Growing up, I always heard how the worst weapon used by the Europeans.
And that Storm still couldn't use her powers.
The cactus grows in darkness. Where?
That's why I came. I know how you feel about tight spaces.
Oh, what is that there?
Charles Xavier, do you stand in our circle to complete the rite of M. Dasha?
I do.
And do you renounce all memories of Earth, of your life there?
Alright, don't erase his memories. Oh god.
Xavier, do you renounce your X-Men?
See? He hesitates.
Because if you wanted to make a choice like that.
This is exactly my fear.
What you ask of him is no small burden.
He seeks to ally us with Earth.
My God, you are dramatic.
This Xavier is not even a pure Terran, a lower caste. A mutant. My sister, like my brother Deken, has gone mad. Her before her lovesick lunacy destroys us all.
Sedition. Gladiator, arrest this treacherous vulture, and any who dare to stand with her.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
No. I have forgotten my greatest gift. Hear me. Class is...
Yes! Yes, his abilities and powers still work.
What is this? What have you done?
Gladiator, please raise your hand if you have a question. I have used my vast psychic abilities to draw us into the astral plane. Now pay attention. It is time for today's lesson.
Also, Storm and Forge are trying to escape that creature. That was a shapeshifter. Oh my god.
To be the bigger woman.
Forge destroyed you.
Yes, the taste. Oh, yummy. High road storm. Last stop. You pancaked by the pressure of existing. How unfair. There, Castle always save you and let you live your daydream.
Whoa.
No, you demon. Not a daydream.
Come on, Storm.
The Executioner's neutralizer was not the only weapon tamping down my gifts. There was that lie, and I believed it. So let them thunder, for I am lightning.
Yes. Wow. Yes. Storm was fully transformed into a true form. I even like the design of it. It's really, really good. Oh, wow.
Strange.
Yep, Storm it definitely feels like a true X-Men.
Things we bury within us, hide from loved ones, even as they poison our hearts. Until we finally heal our adversary by embracing.
Yeah.
Tropical island?
Not an entirely unpleasant idea.
Nations refusing to allow mutants displaced by the brutal attack on Genosha to return.
Oh.
This, as rumors swirl that Genosha is the opening salvo in the...
Yep, and then I'll find out what happened when the Sentinels invaded Genosha.
Who can tell me from where the Shi'ar Imperium draws its might?
From the crushed skulls that house inferior minds, such as yours.
Demerits, raise your hand.
Oh.
Power of your empire is in truth a harvest.
Yep, Professor X is showing them.
Fearing this, you strike at the knees and claim you can help them walk again, but only if they submit, which brings us to this conclusion. The Shi'ar Empire is a snake oil racket.
Even you Terrans claim might is right.
The rhyme that sells the lie. Pillage worth from one another.
Oh.
You must be less. Your existence against mine, because why? Says who? Who made up these silly rules?
We did, beloved.
Even if we were to agree.
Of course she does.
Coexistence is messy. Thus my love for education, for my X-Men. Their heroism teaches
Oh, I love that line from my X-Men.
The universe is very old, and all children of the atom. Heavens, no!
What the? Oh my god.
No! They were dancing, drinking wine, making love! Oh, my children!
Oh my god.
Adam, destroyed!
Oh my god. What just happened? Like,
What in the stars?
I must return to Earth.
oh, what?
But we've nearly convinced the council.
It doesn't matter. While I cowered in the cosmos, the unthinkable has happened.
Charles, if you leave...
Yep, and his X-Men are in danger.
If that should end our star-crossed affair, so be it. I will not abandon my kind.
Yep, that's right.
It is time I return to my X-Men.
Yes. Oh, wow.
I did what you asked. I gave you my DNA to access Master Mold.
Whoa.
Kill me, please. For what happened in Genosha. I beg you.
Don't take all the blame, Oliver, and don't fret the future.
Oh my, Mr. Sinister.
You have nothing to fear, so long as you place your faith in Sinister.
Oh my gosh, he has returned. Wow, what an episode. Alright, lots to talk about. Oh my gosh. Okay, so for my thoughts on this episode, I thought this was really good, and even though that this was a good distraction, especially after the last episode, I know even towards the end there, for when Storm and Forge are now learning about the Sentinels that have invaded Genosha, and the important highlight that I want to point out here is that even with Storm that fully transformed into a true form right here, which I truly enjoyed from this entire episode, is especially with their look, her hairstyle, it's especially with the the suit and the costume. That the design for her in the show, it's really good. And even though that like we see a Professor X there, and like this confirms that he's pretty much not dead, because even though back in the animated series he was put in a coma, and he was sent off, and we thought he was gonna die, and even though like that was when we last left off Professor X, but now that this confirms here that he is pretty much not dead, and now he's pretty much going to be returning to his X-Men, and like especially with the danger that is coming, even though towards the end we see the real threat of this series, and that's for Mr. Sinister, and like he is pretty much gonna do everything, and I just can't wait for like what's the story for like the rest of the episodes, because and like you know that this was a Life-Death part 2, because if y'all remember from like I think like with like 2 episodes combined into one, and that this is continuing Life-Death part 2, and like you know we have like another like a 2 or 3 part event as like part of the finale event, and even though we see Professor X's true abilities of what he can do, as especially with those people like he was with, and even with the Emperor and the Gladiator, and like I thought those were really cool. But even though we got to see Charles Xavier in there, and like even though with the marketing and the trailers, it's sort of like it led us to believe that he is dead, but I don't think that's true. And like even though like he is pretty much still alive and using his abilities, and like he can also sense that his X-Men are in danger, and that so he's finally going to really sense that, and that's something that I'm really looking forward to for the rest of the show. And like and also I think in the intro I think like I spotted like Keeble, like it's awesome at the him, because even though in the last episode when he was telling Jean Grey that like a threat was coming, and I like that they added him for that, and that he has fully returned, and that he is definitely going to be coming back, and like you know the X-Men, they're going to be prepared to fight against the threat, and that is Mr. Sinister, especially for what he has done, and it's gotten crazy from there. I can't wait for what's in store for how they're going to conclude this awesome animated series with the X-Men, and I think like this show gets better and better with each episode, especially as the animation has gotten better, especially with Storm that has like to face her fears, especially with that shapeshifter, and continuing that storyline with Storm and Forge from when we left off them, and like I thought that this was really interesting, and even with that scene right there from when Professor X was teaching, this was all inside of his mind, and that he was all like teaching them, and that like he can like sense like there's like a true threat out there, and that's about to come towards his X-Men, and even though what happened to Genosha and with the X-Men, they are finally going to deal with something that's much bigger, and I think we're definitely in for a treat for like the next couple episodes, and especially for how the series is going to end with X-Men 97 as well. And so that is going to be the first video, and just let me know what you guys thoughts in the comments down below, and what are your thoughts on this week's episode of X-Men 97, and are you looking forward to the next one, and just let me know in the comments, and give me a rating to 1 out of 10. Don't forget to like the video, and subscribe, and turn on notifications about future videos. Also follow all my social medias with the link down below. And with that, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.